Hi, I'm Tony. But you know me, you know what we do here, and you didn't come here to laugh. You're not here to be entertained. You're here because you want to make this. So let's go. Yeah, just like that. You're gonna need to get a few things ready before you start on this guy right here. For the bag, I used about 6 square feet of 4 ounces chrome tan leather. All right. Having said that, you can use whatever leather you prefer. It is really up to you and what you want the bag to look like. This, for example, is pink 5 ounces chrome tan leather. A little bit thicker, but it still looks amazing, you gotta say. You're gonna need to get some of these eyelets too. Mine are 5 millimeters. About 20 of them, exactly 20 of them, but have a few more in case you mess any of them up. For the basket, however, this guy here, I recommend strips of 7 to 9, even 10 ounces of vegetable tanned leather. All right, for a whole bunch of belts. Actually, that's an interesting idea. Anyways, these will hold everything in place, so you want something, a bit tough. All right, you're gonna need 5 straps, about 1 inch wide and 47 inches long. That's 3 centimeters wide and 120 centimeters long. I know that because I googled it on my phone. Now this is some thick leather right here, and we're gonna need a few rivets to connect them all together. I used solid copper rivets because I wanted to give the bag a more vintage look. All right, but if you have rapid rivets you would rather use, make sure they go all the way through both pieces of leather. We actually have these rivets available in our hardware shop, and as you can see, they can hold together strips up to 10 ounces. All right, that's 4 millimeters thick each. Anything thicker than that, you might consider copper rivets, just like these guys here. They are about half an inch long. Then finally, you're gonna need the patterns. Now, this is not a complicated design by any stretch, but if you want to work without the pattern, you will have to waste a lot of time and most likely a lot of materials if you don't get it right the first time, which you want. So work smart and use this. Everything is clearly laid out. All the stitching holes in the right place. All the rivet holes are marked on the straps. It's all easy to follow, so you can actually enjoy putting everything together. Because come on now, nobody likes math. Well, maybe you do, but you're a weirdo. The pattern for this design and also this guy here, come on. All right, they're both included with your YouTube membership for the month of June 2022. I know, it's an amazing deal. So if you are a member, go download both designs right away before I replace them with new ones. All right, good. I also left links to my pattern shop where these designs will be available forever. Okay, so that's all you need. Get the leather ready, get the patterns printed, punch the stitching holes, cut the leather, and let's put everything together, starting with the bag insert. This guy right here. Before we get stitching, let's attach the eyelets. you're gonna run the closing string through them, so make sure they are wide enough for whatever string you're gonna be using. Next, let's stitch here along the upper rim. Simply fold the leather on its edge and go all the way to the other end. We're gonna be using saddle stitching, which is the best stitching of all. I'm gonna use these positioning needles here to hold my next stitching line in place, and then go down the middle here and close both ends of this bag. I like to backstitch at least once when I reach the end of my stitching line, and use this thread zapper to melt off the ends. I left links for you in the video description to some of the tools I am using, this guy here included. All right. Forgot to tell you, I used 0.8 millimeter thread because of the very thin leather. All right, 4 ounces. Remember, that's kind of thin. All right. Be careful if you want to do the same, because if the stitching holes aren't lined perfectly, it will really show. For leather 5 ounces and above, I recommend 1 millimeter thread. All right, waxed, if at all possible. For the next stitch, let's go ahead and turn this piece of leather inside out. Bring the bottom piece, on which I marked the center earlier, all right, using the pattern, and attach it to the main body, starting from the middle here. All right, pretty straightforward stitch. Nothing you haven't done before, so go have at it. Once you're done, turn the bag inside out again and insert the closing string here through the eyelets. Eventually, I decided to use a string made out of the same leather I used for the straps, And I think it looks much better now. Let's leave this on the side and get started on the basket. This guy here, all right, the leather basket. Once you have all the straps cut, this part is super easy because all the holes are marked on the pattern, all right, with numbers. All you have to do is attach them by rivets using said numbers. But I gotta tell you, after finishing a couple of these bags before, I think it's easier to start by attaching the ends of the handles to the bottom, this guy right here, and then these two shorter straps at the sides. Okay, go ahead and attach those first. If you're using rapid rivets, you know what to do. Now, if you are using copper rivets, make sure you actually know how to use them. That's right, I said it. Setting these guys will take more time and require a certain technique. If you have never done it before, practice at least a couple of times. Trust me, you're gonna need to. Start by sliding the burr down the shaft and then trim the excess material off, and but leave about 2 millimeters, all right, sticking out. You're gonna need those 2 millimeters. Then grab a hammer and lightly tap the head repeatedly at an angle. This is important. You want to flatten that 2 millimeter piece of copper you left earlier sticking out evenly and give it a nice round dome shape. When you think you're done, run your finger on top of it, and if it's all nice and smooth, move on to the next guy. All right, there are almost 30 of these bad boys here, so take your time and try to get a consistent look all around this basket right here. After you attach the straps and the sides to the bottom piece, grab this strap here, I called below equator, I know, which is also the longest of the three. All right, the equator is almost as big, and the above equator is the shortest. Now, connect it at both its ends to form a circle, right? And attach it closest to the bottom here, using, of course, the numbers I marked on the pattern for you. Next, do the same with the other two straps. First, the equator strap, all right? And then lastly, above equator, you're gonna attach on that last, all right? And as soon as you finish attaching this this guy right here, this last strap, you are ready to go. Your bag is done. But hang on, why waste the opportunity to customize this bag? Make different inserts to match your mood or whatever your client wants. You know, make 7 of them, one for every day of the week. Yeah, super easy to build, and they will make this bag extremely versatile. But wait, we're still not finished here. before you go ahead and click that subscribe button and like this video. Thank you very much. You're doing that for me. And now we're done. I think I'm gonna go have lunch or something. All right, you be safe. Thank you for watching. Diana, gonna go for lunch. Goodbye.